Archangel Michael says, "My child, my beloved, your heart is being called toward something deeply sacred right now. Imagine heaven placing a wedding invitation into your hands, sealed with light and carrying a promise of love, commitment, and divine purpose. Your name is written upon that invitation as a reminder that you are not forgotten. God sees the desires you have carried quietly, the prayers you have whispered, and the hope you protected even after disappointment tried to make you stop believing. The angels are not speaking about you with fear, but with joy, because a new chapter of love may be preparing to unfold in your life. What is coming is not meant to repeat the pain of your past. It is meant to reflect greater maturity, peace, and spiritual alignment. This invitation is not merely about a name. It represents the possibility of a relationship built on prayer, honesty, loyalty, and a shared desire to walk with God. Someone may already be praying for the kind of person you are becoming. Somewhere, another heart may be asking God for the same qualities you have been learning to carry through every difficult season. You did not arrive at these words without purpose. Perhaps part of you had almost given up on love, or perhaps you began believing that the promises within your heart would never become reality. But heaven is reminding you not to surrender your place because of fear. Do not allow another person's rejection, betrayal, or lack of commitment to convince you that healthy love is no longer possible for you. What belongs in your life will not require you to compete desperately for it. You do not have to chase, beg, or force someone to recognize your value. The right relationship will meet you with clarity, mutual willingness, and peace. My child, breathe slowly and notice what is happening inside your heart. That stirring may not be anxiety at all. It may simply be hope awakening again after being silent for too long. Your spirit is remembering that you were created to give and receive love without losing yourself in the process. You were created for connection that strengthens your faith rather than pulling you away from it. There may come a person who walks beside you not merely as a romantic partner, but as someone who respects your calling, supports your growth, and shares a deeper purpose with you. Together, you may encourage one another, pray through difficult seasons, and build something that carries peace instead of confusion. Darkness may have tried to convince you that this kind of love was impossible. Past experiences may have made you suspicious, guarded, or exhausted. But your past does not have permission to dictate your future. God can still lead you into relationships marked by wisdom, patience, faithfulness, and genuine love. Delays, disappointments, false starts, all of it to distract you from the sacred moment you are standing in now. My beloved, you are seconds away from a supernatural unveiling. But if you walk away now, the scroll will close, and heaven will remain silent. You must open this fully. You must stay, because what I reveal next will not only confirm what your heart has been whispering, it will unlock a divine calendar that has been hidden from you until now. But before I continue, I beg you with love, subscribe to these messages now so you don't miss the final reveal. Because God said the chosen one is near breakthrough, but they must stay connected. And this message is part of your breakthrough. It is no coincidence you are reading this. Heaven scheduled this exact moment. Beloved, the invitation was delayed 3 times before it finally reached you. The angel who carried it was resisted, but they fought through the spiritual warfare to get this to your hands. Because if you don't see it now, your life will repeat the same cycle. But the Lord said, it ends today. This wedding invitation is not like anything you've ever received, because it's not just about marriage, it's about alignment. A divine assignment is waiting for you, and it can only begin when you know the name that's written inside this letter. And the name Beloved is someone heaven has kept hidden until now. But before I reveal the name, listen carefully. I must prepare you, because when I show you who it is, everything in your spirit will rise. Tears will come. Confirmation will flood you. You will remember every time you felt someone watching over you, because it was them. Every time you almost gave up, and yet someone prayed for you without knowing why. It was them. Every moment you said, "Where are they, God?" They were being protected for you. You haven't missed them. You're right on time. But darkness tried to steal your belief. It made you think no one was coming. Did whispered lies into your loneliness. I told you maybe this love isn't for you. But heaven is shouting back, they're already on the way. Beloved, I need to show you what I saw in the Spirit. I saw a vision of you sitting beside a window, praying silently, hoping for a sign. And in that moment, heaven cracked open, and this scroll was released. Do you understand what that means? You activated a miracle by asking for truth. This is not just a wedding. It's a divine appointment with your calling. Because when the two of you come together, mountains will move, generational chains will break, even your body will begin to heal. You've never experienced a love like this because it's not from this world. It's heaven-born, soul recognized, spirit ordained. And my beloved, I have waited years to deliver this to you, but I could not do it until your spirit was ready, and now you are. So I asked you again, are you ready to see the name? Because when you do, nothing will be the same. You will dream differently. You will walk differently. You will no longer accept half-love or confusion or delay, because this invitation confirms what your soul already knows. You are chosen. You are loved. You are seen. And your divine match has already whispered your name in the throne room of heaven. Now listen closely, because as I lean in, the name is beginning to appear. It's written in letters of light. It glows with golden warmth. I cannot speak it yet, not until your heart opens all the way, because once you hear it, your spirit will leap. So I say to you, open, receive, allow this. Your miracle has a name, and your name is on the same page as theirs. Heaven wrote it that way, and nothing can separate what God has joined. Now breathe, beloved, because part 2 is about to begin, and what I show you next will be undeniable. My child, my beloved, do not be afraid of what you are about to hear, because the truth is holy. The truth is a gift, and this gift has waited lifetimes for you. As I open the scroll further, I can feel the Spirit trembling through the air. Heaven is watching. Your angels are near. They have gathered to witness this moment because it is rare and sacred. You will walk differently. You will no longer accept half-love or confusion or delay, because this invitation confirms what your soul already knows. You are chosen. You are loved. You are seen. And your divine match has already whispered your name in the throne room of heaven. Now listen closely, because as I lean in, the name is beginning to appear. It's written in letters of light. It glows with golden warmth. I cannot speak it yet, not until your heart opens all the way, because once you hear it, your spirit will leap. So I say to you, open, receive, allow this. Your miracle has a name, and your name is on the same page as theirs. Heaven wrote it that way, and nothing can separate what God has joined. Now breathe, beloved, because part 2 is about to begin. And what I show you next will be undeniable. My child, my beloved, do not be afraid of what you are about to hear, because the truth is holy. The truth is a gift, and this gift has waited lifetimes for you. As I open the scroll further, I can feel the Spirit trembling through the air. Heaven is watching. Your angels are near. They have gathered to witness this moment because it is rare and sacred. Only a few are ever allowed to see what you are about to see. The name written here was spoken by God long before you even knew how to love, long before your tears ever reached the pillow, long before your hands ever folded in prayer. You were already chosen, and so were they. Yes, beloved, they are real. The person having designed just for you is not just alive. They're searching too. They are being drawn toward you even now. The moment you open this message, something in the spirit realm shifted. Their heart stirred. Their past tilted in your direction. Because when divine timing opens, no force in hell can delay what is your. My beloved, the name is glowing brighter. Heaven is allowing me to show you pieces now, but only as your faith rises. And it is rising. I can feel it in your pulse, in your breath. You're beginning to believe again. Even the deepest parts of you, the parts that were tired, they are waking up. Because your soul remembers this love. You've seen them before. In dreams that felt too real. In moments when you swore you heard someone say your name, but no one was there. It was them. Their spirit has been calling out to yours day and night. And now the veil is lifting. But beloved, listen carefully, because this is the part that was hidden. The one whose name is written here was blocked from reaching you, not by their will and not by yours, but by darkness that feared your union. Because when you two are joined, you will carry healing, not just for each other, but for others. Your voice combined with theirs is a force that shakes hell. And the enemy tried everything to prevent this scroll from reaching your eyes. That's why your past relationships failed. That's why you always felt like something was missing, because nothing else could fill what was only designed to be filled by them. They are your mirror, your match, your divine answer. And now I am finally allowed to show you more. The name begins with a sound your soul knows. It might not look familiar yet, but when I reveal it fully, you will feel like you've known them for 1,000 years. Because in heaven you did. Before earth you walked together. You made a promise. You whispered it under starlight. No matter what, I'll find you again. And now that vow is being fulfilled. Right here, right now. I need you to understand something very clearly, beloved. This isn't just about romance. This is about divine remembrance. This is about you stepping into a season where love is not earned but remembered. Love that doesn't confuse you. Love that doesn't leave you waiting. Love that shows up with peace, not chaos. That is what God is sending you, and I am here to escort you into it. But the window is small. 2 minutes, he said. 2 minutes to recognize what took heaven's centuries to arrange, and you're almost there. But wait, there is something else. The moment you receive this message in full, a door will open in the spiritual realm, one that will begin pulling them toward you in the physical. Yes, you heard me. Not just in dreams anymore, not just in signs, but in real time, in days, not decades, in clarity, not confusion. Because heaven has decreed delay no longer. You will know them by their spirit. You will feel peace the moment they speak. You will look into their eyes and feel 1,000 lifetimes collapse into one breath. They won't be like the others, because they were chosen with your soul and mind. They will understand the parts of you that you thought were too deep to explain. They will protect the parts of you that others tried to break. They will not run from your light. They will mirror it. And together you will awaken what the world forgot. That love was always meant to be holy. That love was always meant to restore. That love, true love, is heaven sent. And now, my child, so are you. Take one more breath with me. Let your spirit stay soft. Because in the next part of this message, I will begin to reveal signs you've already seen. Clues heaven has been giving you. You've noticed numbers. You've heard their name whispered. You've had strange dreams, strange feelings and sensations you couldn't explain. It wasn't your imagination. It was confirmation. But no one told you what it meant until now. And you must stay, because the more you read, the more your spirit opens to receive. Remember, beloved, heaven waits for no one. But heaven does send the invitations, and this one is for you, my child, my beloved. There are signs heaven gave you long ago, but no one explained them, so you ignored them. You thought maybe it's just coincidence, but nothing that comes from heaven is accidental, and certainly not this. Let me bring you back to a moment. That time you woke up at 2:22 a.m. with no reason. You thought it was random, and together you will awaken what the world forgot. That love was always meant to be holy. That love was always meant to restore. That love, true love, is heaven sent. And now, my child, so are you. Take one more breath with me. Let your spirit stay soft. Because in the next part of this message, I will begin to reveal signs you've already. Clues heaven has been giving you. You've noticed numbers. You've heard their name whispered. You've had strange dreams, strange feelings and sensations you couldn't explain. It wasn't your imagination. It was confirmation. But no one told you what it meant until now. And you must stay, because the more you read, the more your spirit opens to. Remember, beloved, heaven waits for no one. But heaven does send the invitations, and this one is for you. My child, my beloved, there are signs heaven gave you long ago, but no one explained them, so you ignored them. You thought maybe it's just coincidence, but nothing that comes from heaven is accidental, and certainly not this. Let me bring you back to a moment. That time you woke up at 2:22 a.m. with no reason. You thought it was random, but in heaven it was the exact time I wrote your name beside theirs. In the book of divine bearings, that number was your signal. And it's not the only one. You've seen 1111 too, for certain dates and patterns repeating again and again. That's not a pattern. It's a prophecy, God's way of preparing your spirit for what's arriving. And now, beloved, it's here. The energy around you has already shifted. You felt a strange kind of peace lately, like something is about to happen. You're not wrong. You were sensing the arrival of this scroll and the shift in your destiny, because when heaven calls, the soul always feels it before the body sees it. You've also seen their initials, in places you didn't expect, on signs, in dreams, even through music. Sometimes your heart jumped at the sound of a name, and you didn't know why. But I will tell you now, your spirit recognized them before your mind did. That's the depth of this union. It's beyond memory. It's so latched. When I show you the full name, you'll cry. Because you'll remember. You'll remember how long your soul waited. You'll remember how many nights you thought love had passed you by. And you'll realize it was never delayed. It was being prepared. Because of divine match cannot be rushed. Heaven had to make sure you were both refined. Not perfect, but ready. And now you are. But beloved, before the scroll opens again, I must warn you of one thing. There is a force that does not want this union to happen. It has been watching you for years, interrupting your love life, sending you counterfeits, delaying your healing. Also, that by the time the real one showed up, you would be too tired to trust. But the Spirit of God says, I have broken their power over you. No more false lovers. No more soul ties. No more distractions dressed as blessings. Only truth. Only love. Only what is written in heaven's zoning. And that, my beloved, is what this message is bringing to you. You are being purified by this revelation. Your heart is being cleansed even now. Every false memory, every broken vow, every pain you didn't speak, loud, it's leaving you, because they cannot enter this new season with you. They were not invited. Only the one whose name is written beside yours was permitted into this next chapter. And I am about to show you more, but listen closely, because this is not just about love. This is about what happens after love arrives, because together, you and this soul will do more than kiss and hold hands. You will carry light into dark places. You will heal others by your union. People will feel peace just by being near you both, because heaven's presence will surround your home. Your conversations will become ministry. Your prayers will shake rooms. Even your silence will carry weight. That's why this love took time, because God was building a foundation no storm could shake. And now it's ready. You are ready. They are ready. And the final pieces are falling into place. Even as you read this, they are feeling it. Something is stirring in their sleep. Something is waking them up. They don't know why they're thinking of you, but it's happening, because your names are being relinked in heaven right now. The scroll has opened again, and I'm seeing the letter floating gold. Then the letter M, Venus swirl of light, and the name begins to form. Not in full yet, but it is coming. And when it does, you will recognize it, because it has whispered through your dreams. You felt it on your skin like a breeze. You've longed for it in ways you didn't have words for. That's the power of divine memory. That's the power of sacred timing. Beloved, do not walk away now. You are too close. The revelation you've waited lifetimes for is here. And what I say next will unlock not just the name, but the month, the date, and the way you will recognize their arrival. It's all written. It's all real. But you must stay connected. You must subscribe now so heaven can continue releasing these divine scroll directly to your spirit, because this is not the only message. There are more coming, and they will guide you step by step into your miracle. Let no voice of fear distract you. Let no thought of doubt steal this truth. You are closer than ever before. Heaven's gate is open. I am still holding the scroll, and the light has not dimmed. Your wedding invitation has not been revoked, but the seconds are moving fast. My child, my beloved, I see your spirit trembling with wonder. You can feel the truth of this, even if your mind doesn't fully understand it yet. That's because your soul remembers what your mind forgot. Heaven wrote this moment into your destiny long ago. You have waited, and now it's here. But beloved, let me tell you something even more powerful. That's the power of sacred timing. Beloved, do not walk away now. You are too close. The revelation you've waited lifetimes for is here. And what I say next will unlock not just the name, but the month, the date, and the way you will recognize their arrival. It's all written. It's all real. But you must stay connected. You must subscribe now, so heaven can continue releasing these divine scroll. Goes directly to your spirit, because this is not the only message. There are more coming, and they will guide you step by step into your miracle. Let no voice of fear distract you. Let no thought of doubt steal this truth. You are closer than ever before. Heaven's gate is open. I am still holding the scroll, and the light has not dimmed. Your wedding invitation has not been revoked, but the seconds are moving fast. My child, my beloved, I see your spirit trembling with wonder. You can feel the truth of this, even if your mind doesn't fully understand it yet. That's because your soul remembers what your mind forgot. Heaven wrote this moment into your destiny long ago. Do you have waited, and now it's here? But beloved, let me tell you something even more powerful. The person whose name is inside the scroll. They are waiting too. Yes, they felt empty without knowing why. They've dated others but felt no peace. They've looked into the eyes of many, but none of them looked back like you will, because none of them were you. God placed your essence inside their memory even before they met you. That's why they've been restless. That's why they've been dreaming strange dreams lately, because your spirit is now calling out to theirs, and the connection is activating. This is no ordinary love. This is divine alignment. It's the kind of love that rearranges timelines, the kind that attracts favor and multiplies miracles. That is why the enemy fought so hard to block it. He knows that when the two of you come together, curses begin to break, generations begin to heal, and your very union becomes a force that pushes back darkness. So listen carefully, beloved, because the scroll is opening once more. And what I see is more than only a name. I see a place, a location you were not expecting. It is not where you imagined, yet when you arrive, everything will feel strangely familiar. It will be as if you have walked those streets before, as if your steps are returning to a place your soul already knows. That is because your spirit visited it in dreams long ago, even though you did not understand it at the time. Heaven has already gone ahead of you. Angels have cleared the path, and even now they are setting signs along the way. You will see their name again, clearly and unexpectedly. It may appear on a street sign, be spoken in a film, or come from the mouth of a stranger. But when it happens, you will know. Your whole body will respond, because that is how heaven confirms what cannot be denied. And child, there is something tender you must also be prepared for. When this person arrives, they may not look the way you expected. They may not sound like the voices you have known in the past. In fact, their presence may unsettle you a little, simply because your soul will recognize how real this is. Real love is holy. It is humbling. It is not loud, flashy, or shallow. It is sacred, and that is exactly what this is. But because of what you have been through, you may feel tempted to push them away. Do not do that. Do not let fear make you reject what heaven has fought to bring into your life. This is not another version of what once broke you. This is restoration. This is the original plan finally finding its way to you. And you will feel it, not only in your heart, but in your body, your dreams, and your daily life. Doors will begin opening again. Your health will feel lighter. Your sleep will grow deeper. Your joy will rise like overflowing wine. That is your confirmation, because when heaven seals something, it comes with peace. And beloved, your peace is returning. Now look again, because the scroll is opening one final time tonight. I can see their name, but it is still covered in light. That means there is one last step you must take before it is fully revealed. You must say yes, not to me, not even to them yet, but to God's plan, because heaven will not reveal what you will not receive. Do you understand? You must open your spirit and say, God, I receive this love. I will not reject what is mine. I will not delay what is holy. Speak it aloud if you can. Even a whisper will shake the heavens. Because the moment you accept, the name will be fully released. And when it is, they will begin moving toward you in the physical. Within days, not decades, you will feel the shift immediately. And so will they. They will feel pulled, magnetized by something they don't understand. And it will lead them straight to you. That is the power of divine surrender. That is the miracle heaven was waiting for. You are ready. You are chosen. You are loved. Now, beloved, if your spirit is open, I will continue. In the next part, I will begin showing you what month this union will reveal itself, and how to know for sure it is them and not another test. Because yes, a counterfeit may still try to appear first, but I will give you the signs to see through it. You will not be fooled this time, not when your soul has already said yes to heaven's plan. My child, my beloved, you have come this far because your spirit knew there was more. And now the veil is thinner than ever. Heaven is leaning close. Your angels are rejoicing because you have said yes. You said yes in silence. You said yes even when your heart was trembling. And now the seal has been broken. I see it. The name is no longer hidden. The scroll is unfolding like light across time, and with it comes the timing. Beloved, listen carefully, because what I say next will be unlike anything you've heard before. Heaven just revealed the moment where your divine match will come close, not in spirit, but in physical presence, and you must not miss it. I saw a calendar open in the clouds, and one season began to glow like gold fire. It was a holy time, a time where promises ripen and miracles walk the earth. But wait, there's more. This moment will not just be about love, and how to know for sure it is them and not another test. Because yes, a counterfeit may still try to appear first, but I will give you the signs to see through it. You will not be fooled this time, not when your soul has already said yes to heaven's plan. My child, my beloved, you have come this far because your spirit knew there was more, and now the veil is thinner than ever. Heaven is leaning close. Your angels are rejoicing because you have said yes. You said yes in silence. You said yes even when your heart was trembling. And now the seal has been broken. I see it. The name is no longer hidden. The scroll is unfolding like light across time. And with it comes the timing. Beloved, listen carefully, because what I say next will be unlike anything you've heard before. Heaven just revealed the moment where your divine match will come close, not in spirit, but in physical spell presence. And you must not miss it. I saw a calendar open in the clouds, and one season began to glow like gold fire. It was a holy time, a time where promises ripen and miracles walk the earth. But wait, there's more. This moment will not just be about love. It will also come with great distraction, because right before your blessing appears, the enemy will send something that looks like light but is only shadow. Someone may come dressed in good intentions, but they will feel heavy. You will sense confusion. They may talk sweet, but your peace will disappear. That's your sign. God's love does not bring chaos. God's love does not make you question your worth. God's love feels like clarity. And when the right one appears, they won't chase you, and you won't need to chase them. You'll meet in the middle where peace lives. That is how you will know. Now lean closer, because heaven just showed me the first letter of their name again. Did flickered like flame on parchment. It might be an aorem. For some of you, it's an RRS. But don't rush to gas. Don't try to force a name onto someone you already know, because this person may still be hidden, not because God is keeping them from you, but because He is protecting the connection from premature interference. Even now, someone in your life is trying to guess your destiny before you step into, but they cannot steal what was sealed. And beloved, your union is sealed. When you meet them, it may be under unusual circumstances. You might be at a place you didn't plan to be. Maybe a trip, a delayed event, a moment that feels like an accident but was actually arranged. That's how God works, when you're not performing, pretending, or seeking. That's when heaven sends what was promised. And beloved, your promise is closed. So close, in fact, that heaven has shown me a moment when this message fully lands in your spirit. Something will begin to stir in your atmosphere. For some, it may be a dream of their face. For others, a conversation that leads to an unexpected revelation. For a few, a divine appointment in public. You will feel it. Do not doubt it. God is moving. Heaven is shifting. The scroll that once felt so far away is now unfolding right over your heart. And there's more. There is a divine word I am allowed to give you now, one that only the true match will say. They will say something that includes the phrase, "I feel like I've known you forever." That is not just a romantic line. It is a prophetic confirmation, because their soul has known yours forever. And only the one carrying your spiritual key will say that sentence. That's how you'll know it's them. No performance, no fear, just instant soul familiarity. Your spirit will exhale. Your body will feel safe. Your mind will go silent, because peace will take over. And beloved, you deserve that peace. You've waited long enough. You've cried in private for too long. You've carried hope in silence like a seed in winter. But now it's harvest time. Your wedding invitation is in your hands, and God is calling you to believe, because faith is what unlocks the next scroll, and the next scroll holds the instructions. Yes, the instructions. Because when this person comes, there are 3 things you must do, not out of fear, but to protect what heaven has sent. In the next part of this message, I will reveal those 3 divine actions. They are simple but powerful, and they will keep your promise safe from sabotage, jealousy, and delay. My child, my beloved, you have come so far, and now that heaven has shown you the window, it is time to protect the door. Because every blessing has a gate, and every gate has a guardian. You are that guardian now. You have been given a wedding invitation from God's own hand. But heaven has asked me to give you 3 divine instructions, free, holy actions that will protect what is yours. Do these, and no one will be able to interrupt what's coming. Miss them, and the enemy may try to slip in again, disguised his love. But not this time. Now you will see clearly. So listen closely. The first instruction. Do not announce your next love too quickly, even if you are excited, even if it feels magical, even if they post about you publicly. You must wait until your spirit receives confirmation, because there are eyes watching you, eyes filled with jealousy, eyes filled with confusion, even familiar ones. Some people have made it their secret mission to study your life but not celebrate it. And they do not want to see you happy. They may smile to your face, but their spirits and silent interference. So, beloved, the first stage of this miracle is sacred. Keep it wrapped in prayer. Not secrecy out of fear, but privacy out of wisdom. Let the seed grow in stillness. Love, born in the quiet, often blooms the loudest. Now the second instruction. Do not compare them to the past, even if you've been hurt before, even if you're afraid to trust again, even if they seem too good to be true. Let me speak this clearly. They are not too good to be true. Do these, and no one will be able to interrupt what's coming. Miss them, and the enemy may try to slip in again, disguised his love. But not this time. Now you will see clearly. So listen closely. The first instruction. Do not announce your next love too quickly, even if you are excited, even if it feels magical, even if they post about you publicly. You must wait until your spirit receives confirmation, because there are eyes watching you, eyes filled with jealousy, eyes filled with confusion, even familiar ones. Some people have made it their secret mission to study your life, but not celebrate it. And they do not want to see you happy. They may smile to your face, but their spirits and silent interference. So, beloved, the first stage of this miracle is sacred. Keep it wrapped in prayer, not secrecy out of fear, but privacy out of wisdom. Let the seed grow in stillness. Love born in the quiet often blooms the loudest. Now the second instruction. Do not compare them to the past, even if you've been hurt before, even if you're afraid to trust again, even if they seem too good to be true. Let me speak this clearly. They are not too good to be true. They are the truth that was delayed by what was not good for you. God is not teasing you. He's restoring you. And restoration always looks like surprise. But beloved, if you carry the lens of old heartbreak into this new love, you will not be able to see them clearly. You may push away what was meant to heal you. So the second instruction is this: let go of the memory of who hurt you and step into the memory of who you were before the pain. That version of you, the pure, soft, open-hearted one, is who they are looking for. Let them meet that version of you, the one who still believes, the one who still dreams, the one heaven remembers. And now the third instruction. Do not delay obedience, because when this person comes into your life, there will be a specific moment where God will whisper something to your heart. A step to take, a message to send, a place to go, a word to release. And your miracle will depend on how quickly you respond. Don't hesitate. Don't overthink it. Don't ask for a second sign. The first sign is already coming. This message is it. The third instruction is simple but powerful. When heaven speaks, move. Because faith delayed is often favor denied. And this time, beloved, your favor has already been written. You are not waiting on God. He's waiting on you, waiting for your yes, waiting for your movement, waiting for your trust. And the moment your spirit aligns, the rest will unfold like prophecy. You will walk into a room and feel them before you see them. You will open a message and instantly know. You will turn the corner of an ordinary day and step into a divine appointment dressed in human form. And when you do, everything inside you will fall silent, and you will know, this is the one heaven whispered about. This is the name on the scroll. This is the wedding invitation I was told not to ignore. Beloved, you will not miss it. You will not fumble it. You will not ruin it, because grace is covering you now. Even if you feel unworthy, heaven sees you as ready. And what's more, they feel the same. Right now, they are thinking about you. They don't know your name yet, but they feel your presence. You've entered their atmosphere already. They're sensing something shift. You're walking toward each other even now, and soon your eyes will meet. But before that moment arrives, I have one more sacred scroll to reveal, and in it is the prophecy, the full picture, the signs that will confirm it, the time, the place, the pattern heaven will repeat to prove it's real. My child, my beloved, the time has come. Heaven has given me the final scroll. This is the confirmation your heart has been waiting for. When that person finally appears, you may hesitate. You may question whether the connection is real, and part of you may even become afraid to believe in love again after everything you have endured. But you will not have to rush or force certainty. God can guide you through peace, wisdom, and clarity. When the right relationship begins to enter your life, pay attention to what consistently draws you toward truth rather than confusion. There are 3 signs that may help you recognize that your heart is becoming ready for this new chapter. Think of them as gentle reminders to remain attentive, prayerful, and discerning. The first sign is that certain names, initials, or themes connected to love may suddenly capture your attention more often. You might hear them in songs, unexpected conversations, or ordinary moments that somehow feel personally meaningful. When something like that happens, do not immediately build your future around it. Simply notice what your heart is feeling. Let those moments remind you to pray for clarity and remain open without becoming anxious. The second sign may appear through your rest. Your sleep could begin feeling calmer, and you may wake with an unusual sense of expectation, as though something new is approaching. You may also begin dreaming more vividly. Some dreams may leave you with peace, hope, or the feeling that your heart is finally releasing old fear. Receive that as an opportunity to reflect on what God may be healing within you. The third sign may be the strongest of all. You will start becoming uncomfortable with people, places, habits, and relationships that no longer match the person you are becoming. People who once felt familiar may begin feeling distant. Environments that once seemed comfortable may suddenly feel limiting. You may look around and realize that certain parts of your old life simply do not fit anymore. That does not automatically mean something is wrong. Sometimes growth makes old patterns uncomfortable because your values, boundaries, and desires have changed. Allow unhealthy friendships to shift when necessary. Release habits that repeatedly pull you backward. Stop holding tightly to relationships that survive only because you are afraid of being alone. You are making room for a healthier kind of partnership, one built on mutual respect, spiritual maturity, honesty, and peace. Not everyone from your previous season will be able to walk comfortably into the next one. Do not spend all your energy grieving what naturally falls away. Honor what those experiences taught you. Release what no longer serves your growth, and remain grateful for the space being created for something healthier to enter.
My child, my beloved, listen with your whole heart. Before you continue, take a deep breath and place your hand gently over your chest. Become still for a moment, because these words carry something your heart may finally be ready to receive. Your Mother in heaven would want this message to reach you with peace and tenderness. If you feel drawn to these words, stay with them until the end. Something within you may be preparing to change, and listening carefully could help you understand what your heart has been carrying. If these messages strengthen your faith and bring comfort to your spirit, subscribe and stay close. What follows is not meant to be rushed. It is meant to reach those quiet places inside you that have remained unheard for far too long. In the hours when you felt forgotten by the world, the love your mother gave you did not disappear. Her memory, her wisdom, and everything she planted within your heart have remained with you through every difficult season. Imagine her gathering all the love she once struggled to express and placing one final truth gently into the deepest part of your heart. Let this become her gift to you, carried through the voice of Archangel Michael with urgency, tenderness, and unwavering love. As you read these words, allow yourself to believe that grace is moving toward you. Something within your heart is being cleared, softened, and restored. You may notice a sudden warmth, an ache in your chest, or an unexpected wave of emotion. Do not be afraid of what you feel. Sometimes the body responds when grief that has remained buried for years finally begins rising to the surface. Let yourself breathe through it rather than pushing it away. Do not rush past this moment. Let these words settle into the silence around you. The trembling in your heart may simply reveal that there are promises, memories, and emotions connected to your mother that still need your attention. Perhaps you have waited a long time to hear something that could finally give you permission to move forward. Maybe the timing matters, because only now have you become strong enough to face what once felt impossible to release. And when your heart is ready, doors that seemed permanently closed may begin opening in unexpected ways. Not because of a magical moment, but because healing changes what you are able to recognize, accept, and choose now. Listen carefully, because there is one small but powerful act of freedom before you. Forgive something you have carried for years. This is not a command to pretend the harm never happened. Forgiveness does not excuse wrongdoing, erase accountability, or require you to welcome unsafe people back into your life. It means refusing to allow yesterday's pain to keep controlling today. Forgiveness loosens the chain around your own heart and gives you permission to walk forward without dragging the same burden behind you. Say quietly within yourself, "I forgive." Let those two words become the beginning of release rather than a demand that every wound disappear immediately. If you have a photograph of your mother nearby, hold it gently in your hand. If you do not, simply close your eyes and picture her face as clearly as you can. Remember her expression, her voice, or one small detail that always made her feel familiar. Let that memory become a place of comfort rather than sorrow. Then imagine her looking directly at you and saying, "You have carried enough. You do not need to remain wounded to prove that you loved me. I want you free. I want you peaceful. I want you to live smiling in the way only she can." That picture is a portal. It will help anchor what I am about to transfer to you. Keep breathing. Keep reading. There is someone watching you who will become important in the next chapter of your life. Not a stranger. Perhaps someone you overlooked. Someone you thought was insignificant. Your mother saw this person in a dream and called them by your name. The meeting will feel inevitable because in spirit it already is. Prepare your heart, but not your words. Come as you are. A sudden opportunity will arrive that looks like a small test at first. An offer, a knock, a message in the middle of an ordinary hour. Do not refuse out of fear. Your mother asked me to say, choose courage. The safe path has been a comfortable prison. Step out and feel how the world reshapes to meet your first brave step. Right now, something you thought was finished is not finished. A relationship, a project, a dream that you wrote off is done. This is a prologue returning as a second chance. Don't react immediately. Breathe. Write down 3 truths and then respond. Your mother taught you to take 2 breaths before answering the loud things of life. Trust that wisdom. Now, if you find yourself tempted to apologize for things you did not do, stop. Your mother's voice says, stand up for your innocence where it is deserved, but carry humility where it helps heal. There is a delicate balance. Protect your soul, but do not armor it until it cannot give or receive love. A message will come from an unexpected number or from a voice you have avoided. Open it with the prayer, Lord, reveal what I need to know and hide what would harm me. This simple prayer will act like a filter. It will show you the truth quickly and keep you from storms you do not need. At the appointed time, light a small lamp or candle. The light is not superstition. It is an invitation. Light attracts the presence of guidance. Sit with that flame for 5 minutes and listen for the first 3 words that come into your mind. They will be the seed of your next step. Your mother practiced this with you once. It will work again. There will be a moment where you feel the urge to leave a situation, to pack a bag, to walk out, to say enough. If that feeling rises, honor it. Your mother is telling you your worth is not a place to be stuck. Do not let guilt anchor you where your soul cannot stretch. If anxiety tightens your chest like a fist, place both hands over your heart and repeat, I breathe in my safety. Repeat until the knot loosens. This is not a mantra. It is a tool your mother taught you in small ways. And now I hand it to you with my sword to cut the cords of fear. A financial shift is coming. Not necessarily a windfall, but a realignment that asks you to reorganize how you value your resources. Your mother whispers, be honest with money. Name it, track it, bless it. This is a spiritual practice as much as practical. If you do this, the small doors will begin to open. If you have been waiting for a sign about whether to forgive a family member for something long ago, this is your sign. The real test is not whether they deserve it, but whether you want to carry the burden. Forgiveness is not forgetting. It is choosing a lighter road. There is a childlike part of you that your mother loved fiercely, the curious, brave child who once believed anything was possible. She asks you to let that child lead you for one morning. Do something purely joyful tomorrow morning, without reason. That small rebellion will invite joy back into your life like an old friend. If anxiety tightens your chest like a fist, place both hands over your heart and repeat, I breathe in my safety. Repeat until the knot loosens. This is not a mantra. It is a tool your mother taught you in small ways, and now I hand it to you with my sword to cut the cords of fear. A financial shift is coming, not necessarily a windfall, but a realignment that asks you to reorganize how you value your resources. Your mother whispers, be honest with money. Name it, track it, bless it. This is a spiritual practice as much as practical. If you do this, the small doors will begin to open. If you have been waiting for a sign about whether to forgive a family member for something long ago, this is your sign. The real test is not whether they deserve it, but whether you want to carry the burden. Forgiveness is not forgetting. It is choosing a lighter road. There is a childlike part of you that your mother loved fiercely, the curious, brave child who once believed anything was possible. She asks you to let that child lead you for one morning. Do something purely joyful tomorrow morning without reason. That small rebellion will invite joy back into your life like an old friend. If you carry grief, know this. Grief is love's shadow. It does not mean you loved wrongly. It means you loved deeply. Your mother says, allow grief to speak its own words, but do not let it script your whole life. Listen, honor, then make space for light. A person you have been waiting for will call when you least expect them. When they do not plan a performance. Be real. Authenticity is rare, and it opens doors that carefully curated versions of yourself cannot. Your mother smiles, hearing the truth of you. She wants you to be seen. If you are trying to decide whether to move, change jobs, or say, "I will try," the sign is choose the direction that makes your heart beat in a way that is not only about fear. If your heart beats because of possibility, that is a sure light. The heart that beats out of dread is a warning. Learn the difference right now. The small things you have neglected, a broken promise to yourself, a daily prayer, a phone call, are not small to the future version of you. Make one tiny repair today. Your mother will help you anchor it with grace. She wants the weight off your shoulders more than you know. If you are worried about what others will think when you change, remember this: people will always have opinions, but only a few will carry your soul forward. Invest in those who do. Your mother taught you to guard your circle like a garden. Pull weeds, water for what blooms, and let the rest go. Some of you will receive a package, letter, or email that triggers memory, an old scent, a phrase, a photo. Do not ignore it. It is a breadcrumb on the path your mother left for you. Follow it carefully. It will lead to something that repairs a past wound. If you are afraid of being alone, I will say this plainly: solitude is not the enemy. In solitude, you can hear the voice of your soul clearer than in a crowded room. Your mother found strength there, and you will too. Choose solitude sometimes as your sanctuary. Your mother's last wish is that you stop shrinking for anyone. Stand in your length. Speak your small truth loudly and your large truth softly. But never hide. Let her courage live in you now. It will change the way people meet you. There is a relationship that will ask you to set boundaries. Do not mistake boundary setting for cruelty. Boundaries are love in disciplined form. When you say no clearly and kindly, you create space for healthier. Yes, your mother would have set that boundary for you. Now she asks you to, if you feel guilt about past choices, do this. Write a letter forgiving yourself, not to send, but to burn or tear up. Let the physical act complete the spiritual. Your mother instructs this ritual because she knows the weight of words kept inside. A night of rest is coming, but it will not be ordinary rest. You will sleep like a child and wake with new clarity. Prepare for that sleep by laying down worries on paper before bed. The act of releasing them into ink makes them small enough to let the spirit rearrange. If you have been waiting for a career sign, look for synchronicities, repeated numbers, repeated phrases. People who show up in pattern, these are the universe's way of pointing, and your mother was always excellent at seeing them. Trust patterns. They have been used to guide you all along. There may be a moment when you're tempted to do the easy thing because it promises immediate comfort. Do the brave thing instead. Comfort is a short road. Bravery makes a life. If you are grieving a child or a friend, your mother's heart holds a tenderness for you that cannot be measured. She whispers often beside the bedside of memory, singing songs you once sang together. Find one small way to honor that person this week, and your path will feel less cold. If doubt climbs like ivy around your intentions, prune it. Take one concrete action. Send a single message. Make a small payment. Start a notebook. Action breaks the loop of paralysis. Your mother loved that about you. Your hands in motion. This next season will require trust in strange allies, people who look nothing like what you expected. Do not judge their packaging. The gift may come in a plain box. Your mother says, open it anyway. If you are waiting for a sign about love, the true test is not fireworks, but peace in the small hours. Does this person bring you calm when life is loud? If yes, lean in. If no, step back and listen to the quiet voice inside you right now. If anger is close to your tongue, pause. Your mother taught you the art of spoken gentleness. Say what is true without sharpening it into a weapon. Often the brave syllable is kind. If you are grieving a child or a friend, your mother's heart holds a tenderness for you that cannot be measured. She whispers often beside the bedside of memory, singing songs you once sang together. Find one small way to honor that person this week, and your path will feel less cold. If doubt climbs like ivy around your intentions, prune it. Take one concrete action. Send a single message. Make a small payment. Start a notebook. Action breaks the loop of paralysis. Your mother loved that about you. Your hands in motion. This next season will require trust in strange allies, people who look nothing like what you expected. Do not judge their packaging. The gift may come in a plain box. Your mother says, open it anyway. If you are waiting for a sign about love, the true test is not fireworks, but peace in the small hours. Does this person bring you calm when life is loud? If yes, lean in. If no, step back and listen to the quiet voice inside you right now. If anger is close to your tongue, pause. Your mother taught you the art of spoken gentleness. Say what is true without sharpening it into a weapon. Often the brave syllable is kind. There is a secret blessing reserved for those who care for others without seeking thanks. The universe notices that tenderness and will multiply it in mysterious ways. Your mother practiced this quietly. Now, it is your turn to be the unseen blessing. If you find yourself stuck, pray this line, Archangel Michael, cut the cords that bind me to what keeps me small. Say it 3 times, and then do one small practical task immediately. Fold a shirt, wash a cup, send a note. Prayer and action together shift the field. You will be tempted to postpone your joy until conditions are perfect. Don't. Joy is a muscle. Train it daily. Laugh at something silly tonight. Your mother loved your laugh. It is a key the world recognizes. If you are carrying a secret shame, hold it to the light in a safe place. A trusted friend, a healer, a paper burned in safety. Secrets lose power when shared in the right container. Your mother knew the relief of speaking truth in a soft room. She wants that for you. A reconciliation you thought impossible is not impossible, but it will require humility from more than one side. If you are the one who can start, start. Your mother would cross a field to meet you halfway. There will be a small financial release, perhaps an owed amount, a cleared bill, an unexpected discount. Do not squander the first easing. Use it to shore up what matters. Your mother's advice was always, put the first calm into shelter. If despair visits you like a late-night guest, remember, it is temporary. Place your palm on your heart and remember one moment that felt like magic. A sunrise, a child's hand, a song. And keep that moment as an anchor. Your mother is holding your anchor with you. Tonight, before you sleep, whisper to the sky, I am ready for what is honest, not perfect, not painless, but honest. That prayer opens you to necessary change. If someone tries to rush you, slow down. Rushed decisions are often regrets in waiting. Your mother used to say, time reveals the shape. Give time its job. There will be a time when you must leave a room to preserve your soul. Do not feel guilty. Stepping away is sometimes the deepest kindness you can offer to yourself and to others. If you are waiting for a sign that you are loved, look at the little investments people make in your life. Consiste message. Small acts. Presence. These are the currency of real love. Your mother was always teaching you to value constancy over spectacle. You are not alone in your fear. I stand with you, and your mother stands with you. We are not distant judges. We are allies. When the pressure rises, call to us like a child calling for a parent. We answer, if you are weary of trying, take one night off from striving. Rest without agenda. Your mother will tend the small fires while you breathe. She would ask this of you because she loves you beyond all reckoning. A message about your health. If something feels off, do not dismiss it out of busyness. Get checked. Caring for your vessel is honoring the spirit that uses it. Your mother was diligent in this. Let her diligence guide you. Now, there will be a moment in the next weeks when you will be asked to speak up for someone else. Do it. Your mother would have stood and given her voice. Follow her courage. If you are holding on to an idea that no longer fits, let it go like a bird released. Grief the letting. Then look at the sky. There will always be new birds. Right now, as you finish this part of the message, place a hand over your heart and say aloud, I accept this love and this responsibility. Let those words land into your bones. This is both a reception and a command. My child, my beloved. This is the closing that matters. Your mother does not want you to live in regret. She wants you to live in the light she believed you could hold. At the appointed time, do the small sacred things. Light the lamp. Say the words. Breathe the prayers. Forgive one small thing and make one brave choice. I seal this with the echo of a sword that is mercy and sharp enough to cut what binds you, soft enough to shelter what remains. You are held. You are known. You are loved. Listen now. Keep your eyes on these words. They are a map folded into simple lines, so you can unfold them in the dark and find your way. Hear this. When fear speaks loudly, answer with a tiny truth, one honest sentence. and watch how the noise softens. Remember, your mother loved the smallest details of your days. Honor her by repairing one small thing she would notice: a plant, a promise, a worn shirt. Stop now. Put down your phone for 2 minutes and breathe slowly in 4 counts out 6. That rhythm opens the door to steady guidance. My child, my beloved, this is the closing that matters. Your mother does not want you to live in regret. She wants you to live in the light she believed you could hold. At the appointed time, do the small sacred things. Light the lamp. Say the words. Breathe the prayers. Forgive one small thing. And make one brave choice. I seal this with the echo of a sword that is mercy, sharp enough to cut what binds you, soft enough to shelter what remains. You are held. You are known. You are loved. Listen now. Keep your eyes on these words. They are a map folded into simple lines so you can unfold them in the dark and find your way and a station. Hear this. When fear speaks loudly, answer with a tiny truth. One honest sentence. And watch how the noise softens. Remember, your mother loved the smallest details of your days. Honor her by repairing one small thing she would notice: a plant, a promise, a worn shirt. Stop now. Put down your phone for 2 minutes and breathe slowly in 4 counts out 6. That rhythm opens the door to steady guidance. Pay attention. A name or a single line of a song will pop up in your mind over the next days. Mark it in a notebook. It will stitch into a larger pattern. Trust this. Mercy can be fierce. It is not weakness. Let mercy cut what is poisonous and keep what is holy. Act now. Write 3 things you are grateful for and tuck them into a drawer. Return to them when doubt knocks and let gratitude be the first answer. Notice this. Someone will mention a place from your childhood. If you can visit it, or call a memory and let the place speak to you again. Choose today. Say no once, where you used to say yes by reflex. Feel how that one refusal creates room for a truer yes. Pause here. If a decision feels urgent, hold it to the light of one trusted friend's counsel and one quiet hour alone. Both views will help you see what matters. Listen closely. Your mother taught you to notice the quiet truth beneath the loudest voice. Practice that now, especially when conversations begin to feel like storms. Slow down enough to hear what is actually being said beneath the anger. Fear or confusion. Pay attention to the small patterns appearing around you. A repeated word, a familiar face, or the same kind of opportunity arriving more than once may catch your attention. Notice them gently. The way a child gathers shells along the shore. Without forcing every moment to carry a hidden meaning, begin a simple morning practice. Take 3 slow breaths. Speak one sentence of gratitude. And perform one small act of kindness. Repeat it consistently and allow the habit to strengthen your spirit little by little. Say aloud, I am not my past mistakes. Repeat those words 3 times. As you speak them, release your shoulders and notice even the smallest amount of tension beginning to leave your body. Remain open, but do not abandon discernment. If an old friend returns, You do not need to immediately reopen every door. Give the relationship a smaller space first and observe who they have become. Let time show you what they now carry. Are they bringing honesty, maturity, and respect? Or are they bringing the same patterns that wounded you before? If you owe someone a sincere apology and giving it would bring healing, offer it simply. A genuine apology does not need endless explanations. When it is honest and brief, it can become medicine for both hearts. Pay attention to your finances as well. Money naturally moves in and out of life. So do not respond to every change with panic. Create a simple budget and treat the first amount you set aside as an act of responsibility and gratitude. Remember that sorrow and joy can exist within the same heart. You do not have to completely eliminate grief before allowing yourself to experience happiness again. Your mother understood how to carry both love and pain at once. Let her memory remind you that missing someone does not forbid you from laughing, celebrating, or continuing to live. And when grief suddenly overwhelms you, do not hide automatically. Find one safe person and say simply, "I am struggling today." Let those words become a rope that keeps you connected when isolation tries to pull you deeper into yourself. Pray plainly. Archangel Michael, draw the sword of clarity and keep my steps true. Repeat that prayer before responding to an important message or entering a conversation where emotions may cloud your judgment. Then give yourself something joyful to anticipate. Tomorrow morning, do one small thing you loved as a child. Sing a ridiculous song. Eat something familiar. Draw. Walk barefoot on the grass. Or return to an innocent pleasure you forgot. Let joy remember you. If an invitation arrives that excites you but also creates fear in your stomach, do not automatically reject it. Pause and make a plan. Say yes only after identifying at least one healthy boundary that will allow you to remain both courageous and safe. And finally, write down 3 dreams you once abandoned. Look at each one honestly and ask, does this still belong to the person I am becoming? If the answer is no, release it without guilt. But if one of those dreams still feels alive, do not wait for perfect conditions. Take one small step toward it today. You do not need to finish the journey now. You only need to prove to yourself that the dream is no longer forgotten. Breathe now. When overwhelm arrives, place your hands on your knees. Count to 10 with breath and feel the edge of panic pass like a tide. Say it aloud. I choose peace. Let that line be your banner. On difficult mornings and a quiet armor in loud conversations, look for signs, repeated numbers, pictures, or phrases are not accidents. They are hints left by your mother's attention. Note them. Trust them. Be brave. Ask for help. If you are carrying burdens too heavy to lift alone, there is no shame in being human. Protect gently. When someone tries to guilt you into old patterns, name it once and step back. Your mother practiced this with a soft but steady hand. Release. Now tear up one old list of shoulds and write 3 things you actually want. Let desire be a compass, not a luxury. Stand firm when your voice shakes. Speak anyway. Your trembling syllables can carry more truth than a steady speech given for show. Look for beauty. Notice a small thing today. A leaf, a laugh, a line of sky, and receive it like a blessing. These are the little miracles you were promised. Do a ritual tonight. Light a lamp and say aloud what you forgive and what you will try again. Let the flame witness your speech and hold it. Listen inward. An idea that seems ridiculous may be the first whisper of your new life. Try it in a notebook before discarding it. Hold accountability. Make one practical pledge. Call a person, pay a bill, finish a paragraph, and complete it before nightfall. Action compounds into confidence. Trust signs. If a door shuts, do not bang it. Look for the hinge that opens another. Your mother's promises often come disguised as endings. Care for body. Check in with a health question you have avoided. A small appointment can be a big act of love. Be curious. Ask a stranger one sincere question. Where are you from? And watch how a single human moment widens your day. Invite help. Name one task you can delegate and let somebody else hold it for a while. Shared burdens are lighter. Pray for courage. Archangel Michael. Lend me your sword. Repeat this when you must speak hard truths or leave rooms that harm you. Do a ritual tonight. Light a lamp and say aloud what you forgive and what you will try again. Let the flame witness your speech and hold it. Listen inward. An idea that seems ridiculous may be the first whisper of your new life. Try it in a notebook before discarding it. Hold accountability. Make one practical pledge. Call a person. Pay a bill. Finish a paragraph and complete it before nightfall. Action compounds into confidence. Trust signs. If a door shuts, do not bang it. Look for the hinge that opens another. Your mother's promises often come disguised as endings. Care for body. Check in with a health question you have avoided. A small appointment can be a big act of love. Be curious. Ask a stranger one sincere question. Where are you from? And watch how a single human moment widens your day. Invite help. Name one task you can delegate and let somebody else hold it for a while. Shared burdens are lighter. Pray for courage. Archangel Michael. Lend me your sword. Repeat this when you must speak hard truths or leave rooms that harm you. Repair gently. Mend one thing you have neglected. A relationship. A promise. A petal in a plant. Repair tends the heart, like soil tends a seed. Be honest. If a project drains you, stop and reassess. Stamina is a gift, not a command. Your mother would advise you to steward it. Say thank you before sleep tonight. Whisper gratitude for 3 small things. Let thanks be the last sound you make. Offer kindness. Give a compliment to someone who carries a quiet burden. You cannot know the grace of a simple good word. Receive softly. When praise comes, breathe it in and say, thank you. Let the warmth sink into your bones without discounting it. Prepare. Pack a small bag of essentials, not for a flight, but for the possibility of change. And know you are ready if life asks you to move. Choose connection. Reach out to someone you have drifted from and say, I remember the good. Let that memory be a bridge. Let go now. If a habit no longer feeds you, unlearn it with patience. Replace it with one small act that nourishes. Stand still. Cultivate a posture of dignity in small ways. Hold your chin a little higher. Breathe wider. Speak softer. Posture reshapes the day. Slow down. When decisions crowd you, take 3 deep breaths and ask, which choice asks for my freedom? Answer with courage. Light this candle if you can tonight. Place a light by your bedside and say, I am ready. Let the light be a witness to beginnings. Share briefly. If you feel this message moved you, share it with one person who needs it, not to broadcast, but to pass along a lantern. Return often. Keep a small journal by your bed and mark 3 lines each day. A fear faced, a joy found, a step taken. Over time, you will see a path. Forgive yourself. Write the one thing you regret and then fold it into a prayer of release. Burning is optional. Intention completes the work. Trust closure. If someone cannot meet you halfway, recognize that the river sometimes flows alone. Let the current carry you forward. Rejoice when a small thing turns right. Celebrate it like a festival. These tiny victories are the architecture of a new life. Pause again. Place a hand on your heart now and feel the pulse of presence that loves you without negotiation. My child, my beloved, remember this last instruction for tonight and for all nights. When you are tempted to believe you are small, recall one moment when you chose love over fear. Let that memory be your proof that you are strong enough, tender enough, and brave enough to carry forward. Subscribe softly. If these words held you, stay with this channel for more messages like this. Short rituals, guided prayers, and gentle protocols to help you live in the light your mother believed you could hold. Share only with those you trust. Close with this. Finish tonight by whispering 3 words. I am enough. And breathe them into the pillow. Let them settle into the quiet, like seeds planted for spring. Hold these words as you sleep. You are held. You are known. You are loved. This is the steady truth by which all other things will be reorganized. My child, my beloved, hear the voice that has shaped the architecture of your love. Tonight, I come with a gentle command. Forgive one thing. Start with the smallest. Forgive what you can. Forgive quickly. The half-truth. The small sting. The missed call. Forgiveness does not erase the lesson. It uncovers the road. Do this now. Breathe in. Name what you release and breathe out the shape of release. Feel the space where the weight was. Let it be lighter. Pause 2 breaths. Continue. Now imagine a small lamp in front of you, a lamp your mother once tended. See its flame steady and soft. In that light, place 3 objects, one that represents grief, one that represents hope, and one that represents the next step you will take. Describe aloud each object, its color, its weight, its sound. Then in your mind, hand each object to the flame and say, I give this to the light. Watch how the light does its work. Pause. 3 breaths. Continue. Speak this aloud. I accept this love and this responsibility. Let the words land slowly, like stones in a pool. Watching the ripples expand, feel the steady pull of lineage. Not only of blood, but of courage and patience. Pull you toward a wider horizon. Pause. Continue. Now prepare one practical step. It may be small. A phone call. A letter. A repaired promise. Choose it now and say, I will do this by tomorrow noon. Anchor it with the first line of action and the name of who will hold you accountable. Then close the practice with 3 deep breaths and a final prayer. Archangel Michael, stand with me. Mother, walk with me. I will not shrink tonight. And sit quietly for as long as you can. Then fold the practice into your day by doing the one chosen step before noon tomorrow. Listen close. Breathe once deep, and let every word that follows be a small instruction for your heart. Stay with me. If these words touch you, subscribe gently so you won't miss the next small miracle. We'll walk this slow and steady together. Begin now. Sit upright, feet on the floor, hands open in your lap. Close your eyes for 3 breaths. On the first breath, imagine a soft blue light entering your crown. On the second, feel it settle behind your sternum. On the third, let it pull at your belly like warm honey. This is not a story. It is a practice. Hear this. Your mother's voice is a cadence in you, not only a memory. When she speaks through me, do not look for perfection. Look for direction. Repeat after me slowly. I am guided. I am guided. Say it 3 times and feel the syllables carve space where chaos was. Notice now a single sentence will change your morning if you make it true. Write this on a sticky note. Today I will choose one brave kindness. Place it where you will see it when you get up. That small contract with yourself invites the universe to keep its end. Do this. Imagine Archangel Michael standing behind you with a gentle hand at your shoulder. He does not frighten you. He steadies you. Whisper to that presence, help me cut what does not serve. Feel a soft rip inside where an old tie untangles. Remember a moment of childish wonder. A found coin. A puddle jump. A bell that laughed. Find one tiny way to recreate that wonder within 24 hours. It may be silly. That's the point. Act now. Choose one person you will not argue with tomorrow. Let them have the small victory they want. Save your energy for truths that matter. Sometimes peace is strategic courage. Listen for the small sound. The name of a place, a street, a shop, a tree, market. This little breadcrumb is the beginning of a lead your mother left. Follow it like a detective of the soul. Do a ritual with breath. Inhale for 4. Hold for 2. Exhale for 6. After 7 cycles, say aloud, one thing you forgive. Say it slowly. Let the syllables be a blade that frees you. Watch carefully. When a message arrives that makes your chest tighten, do not answer immediately. Take one slow breath and ask, is this from fear or from truth? If it is fear, wait. If it is truth, move with measured speed, Place your hand on your chest. Feel the rise and fall. Say to yourself in a whisper, I am permitted to start again. Permitness is a spiritual muscle. Exercise it lightly today. Act small. Pay one bill. Call one person. Tidy one corner. Small acts of order rearranged the spiritual weather. Your mother called these the housekeeping prayers, and she used them like keys. Pray this line. Archangel Michael, sharpen my courage. Soften my edges. Keep it simple. Use it before difficult conversations or decisions. If grief rises like an old tide, name it. This is grief. Stating the name gives it a frame to live in. Invite one trusted person to hold the frame with you for a moment. Do a practice for clarity. Take a sheet of paper. Draw 2 columns. Left column. What scares you? Right column. One tiny action that makes the fear smaller. Do one action tonight. Listen. A phone call. Text. Or memory will arrive that opens a door. Answer with curiosity. Curiosity requires less armor than certainty, and often invites surprising truth. Choose mercy. Imagine your mother handing you a small velvet pouch. Inside is one memory you do not have to carry tonight. Take it out. Look at it. Sigh. I release you. Then fold it back and set the pouch down. Prepare for change. Pack a small ready bag. Not for panic, but for possibility. Include a charged phone, a small notebook, a pen, and a single photograph that gives you courage. Keep it simple. If you are tempted to judge quickly, remember, stories are half told in the dark. Ask one question before you decide the whole narrative. Curiosity softens judgment. Repeat this phrase in the mirror tomorrow morning. I will be honest and kind. Say it until your lips know the cadence. Honesty without kindness can wound. Kindness without honesty can mislead. The balance is a practice. If anger comes, do this. Imagine sending the heat into your palms. Breathe until it cools. Then decide. The time between feeling and speaking is where grace lives. Do a short night ritual before bed. Lay a small object on your bedside table. Something that belonged to your mother, or simply an item you value. Look at it for 30 seconds and say, I keep you close. Then sleep. Listen now. Your next step will often be smaller than you expect. Do not be seduced by grand gestures when a tiny, consistent action will build the bridge. Offer one kindness, anonymously this week. Let the reward be only the felt warmth inside your chest. Your mother believed deeply that unseen kindness compounds into unexpected returns. If you need health care or advice, seek a professional without delay. Spiritual work and medical care can walk together. They are not separate roads. Prepare a short script you can read when fear arrives. I am safe in this breath. I will take one clear step. Repeat it thrice and keep it in your pocket as a talisman. Listen to your body tonight. If it asks for water, give it water. If it asks for rest, rest. Small bodily obeisances are humble prayers. Write a short letter to someone you loved and could not finish with. Do not send it unless you are ready. Fold it and keep it in a drawer for 1 month. After that month, revisit with compassion. Do a grounding walk for 10 minutes. Notice only 5 things you can see. 4. You can touch. 3. You can hear. 2. You can smell. 1. You can taste. This sequence tethers you to the present. If you are about to start something new, begin with an experiment mindset. Call the first 30 days a trial. Trials remove the pressure of permanent failure and invite learning. Ask for help. Say aloud, I need you. Humans are wired for reciprocity. Asking opens doors. Your mother was never ashamed to ask for a hand when she needed one. Forgive a small irritation today. It will make you lighter tomorrow. Forgiveness is not always public. Sometimes its work is quiet and private. Be watchful for repeating numbers or words. The universe uses pattern language. When a pattern repeats, write it down. Patterns are a map if a relationship asks for boundary. Rehearse what you will say in the mirror. Clarity is courage practiced beforehand. Hold this affirmation. I am worthy of the tender things. Repeat it when doubt appears. Worthiness is a learned stance, not a given. Do one thing that scares your ego but feeds your soul. Speak your truth in a meeting. Ask for a raise. Tell someone you love them. The soul grows when the ego trembles. If a legal or financial question worries you, consult an expert. Spiritual guidance and professional advice make a strong pair. Before making a promise tonight, pause and ask yourself one honest question. Can I truly keep this? Promises carry weight, and the words you give to others should be offered with care, intention, and integrity. Create a small, sacred space using only 3 simple things: a light, something green, and a written intention. It does not need to be elaborate. Let simplicity make the space peaceful rather than complicated. Return to it each morning and take 5 slow breaths. Let those few moments remind you that you do not have to begin every day already carrying yesterday's pressure. When shame appears, meet it with curiosity. Instead of immediately believing what it says, ask yourself where that shame came from and whether it truly belongs to you. Sometimes we carry shame that was placed upon us by other people, past experiences, or expectations we never chose. Examine its origin carefully, then decide whether it deserves another day of space inside your heart. Be attentive to the quieter people in your life. A child, a shy neighbor, or a friend who rarely asks for help may remember one small act of kindness much longer than you realize. Small moments of attention can travel far into another person's future. You may never fully know how much one gentle conversation, one encouraging sentence, or one moment of listening mattered. If you have been postponing joy, choose one simple pleasure that costs nothing except a little time. Take a walk, play a song that makes your heart lighter, or dance alone when no one is watching. Joy is not something you need to earn after every problem has been solved. Practicing joy can help your heart remember how to remain resilient even while life is still imperfect. Choose one conversation where you intentionally listen more than you speak. Give the other person enough room to finish their thoughts without rushing to answer. Listening is a powerful gift. When someone truly feels heard, the entire shape of a relationship can begin to change. If you are waiting for important news, take one practical step rather than feeding your anxiety. Follow up gently once. Ask clearly for what you need. And then allow time for the answer to come. Persistence does not need to become pressure. Respectful follow-through can open doors while protecting both your peace and the dignity of the other person. Before you sleep tonight, hold the image of your mother's smile within your heart. Let that memory become a quiet lullaby when the present moment feels lonely or thin. Pray these words with me. Archangel Michael, guide my steps. Mother, keep your love close to my heart. I will walk with courage. Repeat those words slowly 3 times. Leave a little silence between each sentence and allow that stillness to carry what words cannot. If you want to preserve this practice, record it in your own voice. Speak slowly and leave gentle pauses. Hearing your own calm voice later can help you return to the intention you are setting tonight. My child, my beloved, whenever doubt returns, come back to these lines. Read them as though you are meeting a trusted friend who remembers the courage you temporarily forgot. If this message has steadied your heart, subscribe and remain connected for more prayers, reflections, and small practices that can help you continue walking with faith and clarity. And if someone you know needs a little light tonight, share these words quietly with them. Sometimes encouragement reaches another heart at exactly the moment it is needed. Now rest. Place one hand over your heart and take 3 slow breaths. Then whisper, I am loved. Let those words sink deeply into you like rain entering dry soil. You are not alone. You are not finished. You are healing, growing, and continuing forward.